Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome to the video today. I'm excited to bring you another day in the life video. I'm going to bring you along with me. I'm going to show you everything that I'm up to today, as well as give you an insight to my fasting schedule, as well as everything I plan on eating today. It's been about a week and a half since I've filmed one of these, so I'm excited to bring you along with me, as well as I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I've been up to over these last few weeks and share some changes that I look to make, as well as give you an insight to some of the things that I have been struggling with over this last week, kind of talk through those. I'm excited to spend the day with you and just give you a little insight into what I'm doing and hopefully help motivate and inspire you as well. But with that being said, the girls are ready. Let's go ahead, let's get the day started, and I will see you in a little bit. You ready?
Wait, are we going like to Target or any stores?
We're gonna go to some stores. Why?
Can I bring my money so if I wanted to buy a toy?
Yeah, you can bring your money.
But can you buy a toy for me with your money?
You can buy it with your money. I'll buy it on my card and you can pay me back with your money, okay?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
All right, so we are here now at the Bat Family Fun Center. We actually came here last year for Charlotte's birthday. There was a Groupon for $26, which is just hard to beat. You get a round of mini golf for 4 people, there's 3 of us, and 2 $10 gift cards to play in the arcade for 26 bucks. So essentially, you get the arcade gift cards for 20 bucks, which you would do anyways, but you get a round of putt-putt golf for 6 bucks. So a great deal. And y'all ready to go have some fun?
Maybe it was Father's Day.
Was it Father's Day last year?
Yes.
Oh, it was Father's Day last year. Charlotte, you ready to go play putt-putt?
Yes!
All right, let's do
Call
it.
it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season.
All right, so mini golf is finished now. It's time to go play some arcade games, but I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about my fasting plan for the day. So it is about 11:30 right now. I stopped eating last night at 8 o'clock. So if I make it until 2 o'clock today, that's my 18-hour fast. I'm starting to get a little hungry right now, but honestly, you know, anytime I get hungry this early in the day, I always like to wait an hour before I decide whether or not I'm gonna break my fast. I don't know if I'm gonna do one meal today or if I'm just gonna do an 18-hour fast, but right now I'm just about at the 16-hour mark and starting to get a little hungry, so we'll check in with you here in a little bit and let you know if I'm gonna break my fast early, but now it's time to go play some arcade games. Where are you going? So it is 12:30 right now. Pick the absolute optimal time to go through the Chick-fil-A drive-through. This thing's probably 100 cars here, but fortunately they are actually pretty good about doing their drive-through. But I figured I'd go ahead and take the opportunity while I'm waiting to get lunch for the girls to talk to you a little bit about, I said I was struggling at the start of this video, and I kind of wanted to share with you some of the things that I have been struggling with over the last week and a half. And as most of you know, I record what I eat just about every day, whether it's in a short or a video like this. But I would say there are 2 days out of the week that I don't record what I'm eating, just kind of take a break from recording so that I have time to live my life. But over the last few weeks, on those days that I haven't been recording what I'm eating, I am still fasting, still between that 18-20 hours a day, but I have not been making the best food choices, both in terms of what I'm eating, but more importantly, how much I'm eating. I feel like I have gone a little overboard on some of those days, and when I look back on it, one of the things that I like to talk about is, look and see if you can identify when it's happening. And I would say that there's two things that I'm thinking about that I have overeaten on those days. And one of them, I can't do too much about other than recognize that it is something that I kind of am struggling with right now. And that is the stress of losing weight fast enough and making sure that I'm kind of staying on board. Because now that the channel has a lot of momentum, I feel a little bit of pressure to continue to lose weight week over week. I think I'm kind of through that. I recognize that it is something, but I am working on just kind of letting go of that and following my own advice and setting a long-term goal. So over the last really few days, I have kind of just done some meditating on my own goals. And, you know, I had an idea. We've got a family vacation coming up in a few weeks. I had an idea that I wanted to be at a certain weight by the time that we go on vacation, but I have let go of that. So I felt like I've dealt with that, but I wanted to share that with you all. And the other one is I have eaten more on days where I didn't have a food plan, meaning I didn't have a meal or two planned, and I just kind of end up snacking throughout. So that's something I'm going to address as well. And by having a plan every day, I think it's just going to kind of limit my snacking and my kind of boredom eating a little bit. So the plan for today is to do a big meal with Carrie and the girls, and I'm going to do grocery shopping for that here in a little bit, and maybe a snack before that. But I do have a plan. We're going to do some sort of meat and vegetables. It's on me to figure it out, but we're going to go to the grocery store and come up with our plan before I start eating for the day. So again, it's like 12:30 right now. I'm at 16 and a half hours into my fast. I went ahead and ordered myself a large Coke Zero because I am still a little bit hungry, and this is one of the days that I'm going to use a diet soda to kind of help extend my fast a little bit. Is it dirty fasting? Is it technically breaking my fast? Well, maybe, but you know, I follow a 70-30 rule. 70% of the time I do clean fasting and eat well. 30% of the time I give myself some flexibility, and this is one of the days that I want to extend my fast a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and have a diet soda now during my fasting period. Again, about 16 and a half hours in right now. All right, so we are on the other side of Jacksonville, and we're actually getting ready to go into a Whole Foods. I wanted to try something out. I have been for a little bit thinking about trying some beef liver jerky. That may not sound appetizing to you, but I wanted to give it a shot. I've had beef liver a few times, but I kind of want to start breaking my fast consistently with beef liver, and I don't have the time every day to cook the beef liver. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna give this jerky I'm gonna give it a shot. One, I'm gonna see if they have it, and if anybody's going to have it, it's going to be the Whole Foods, but they sell it on Amazon. The only problem is most of it on Amazon you have to buy in bulk, and I'm not ready to commit to buying in bulk if I haven't tried it out yet. So we're gonna go in here, I'm gonna see if they have it, and then I may get a brand or two to try to see if I like it, so I can start buying in bulk and just have it shipped to the house via Amazon. But I haven't been in Whole Foods probably in 10 years. Carrie and I tried to clean up our diet when I was in the Army 10 years ago, and we tried this thing like, hey, we're just gonna shop at Whole Foods, and everything we buy at Whole Foods we're gonna eat. We did that for like 1 week for like, we can't afford this. So I'm gonna go in Whole Foods now, see if they have some liver jerky. All right, so it looks like they do have a wide assortment of like beef jerkies and things like that, and it looks like they carry like every kind of Epic product, but they do not have, Epic has a liver jerky that they don't even carry here, and they don't carry any other brands. So it looks like I'm not gonna be able to try it today, but I am gonna take the opportunity because at Publix we only sell the Epic pork rinds in those 2 flavors. I'm gonna take the opportunity to try a few Epic products. I'm gonna get this Wagyu beef strip, some venison strip, as well as another venison bar, and a jalapeno beef bar, and bison. I'm hungry right now, you can tell, which is why I'm buying all this stuff. If y'all follow Epic on Instagram, make sure you tag them and tell them to hurry up and get me my sponsorship so that they can send me all this stuff. Just kidding, but seriously. All right, so I'm gonna get this stuff to try. And now, girls, what do you say we go somewhere else and do something fun?
Daddy might get beef jerky.
Daddy's getting beef jerky. I'm getting bison, deer, all sorts of different stuff to try out. I'll check in with you later. I don't know that I'm gonna have it all today, but
Salmon.
I'll be sure to let you know how it turns out. All right, so I told the girls I'd take them one more fun spot, and they've actually been earning some money doing some chores and stuff like that, and I told them I'd take them to Target and let them spend their money here. That's where they said they wanted to go, was to Target to spend their money. So I'm gonna let them do that, and I also decided, because it's 2 o'clock right now and I need to settle on dinner plans, I don't feel like going to another store. I was thinking about going to Publix to shop, but this is gonna be it, and then we need to go home and start getting dinner ready and everything. So here's the plan. I went ahead and added up all the calories from those beef jerkies, and it's about 450 calories. It's just about all protein. So I am gonna go ahead and break my fast when we get home. I'm gonna have all those beef jerkies. I'll try them, let you know what I think about them. That's how I'm going to break my fast. But then for dinner, I still have frozen ribeyes in the freezer, seasoned, ready to go right into the sous vide. I had that from when the standing rib roasts were on sale, so I still got plenty of ribeyes. So that's gonna be our protein for dinner. And while we're here at Target, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the grocery section after the girls pick their toys and get some sides and stuff to go along with that, because I knew I was gonna be home this week. When Carrie and I did our meal planning for the week, there were some days where I'm responsible for dinner and we didn't pre-buy our groceries for the week. We just kind of played it by ear. So I'm gonna go and we're gonna pick out some sides to go along with our ribeyes for tonight. So that's the plan right now. We'll pick out some toys and then I'll catch up with you here in a little bit when we figure out what we're gonna have to go along with our steaks. Camper. It's on sale for $23. You have $24? I could help you with the taxes. What do you think you want, Charlotte? That's a little too much money, babe. You got about $15. I know, that's too much. Is that what you want? I'll help you out with $5 for that. The girls deciding what toys they're gonna get is like me deciding which beef jerky I was gonna get. There's too many choices. Gymnast Barbie. All right, let's go get some groceries. I think you made a great decision. So I talked earlier about on those days that I didn't film, I ate too much. And this is absolutely one of the culprits, is this peanut butter monster. This stuff is incredible. It's one of those foods that I just can't have around the house because there's no such thing as just having one serving. I'm going to eat the whole bag, and the whole bag is like 2,000 calories because I cannot help it. It is absolutely delicious. This stuff is incredible. All right, so I went pretty simple. I just got some seasoned potato wedges and 2 chopped Caesar salad kits. We'd actually had the chopped Caesar salad kits from Target here before, and the dressing is really good on those. I got 2 bags of those. I may eat an entire bag. We'll just kind of play it by ear depending on how hungry I am. But we got those sides. Now we are ready to go. Loaded up, gonna go home, let the girls play with their toys. I got some chores to do around the house, and we'll catch up with you when it's time to break my fast with that beef jerky. So we just got home and I am getting ready to break my 19.5-hour fast. And for my fast breaker today, or my first meal of the day, is I got 5 different of these protein beef jerky bars. I'm gonna try these out. My first time trying them, and this is how I am breaking my 19.5-hour fast. The first one, I'm just gonna have a bite of each, and then I'll go back and eat them here in a little bit. Kind of give you my initial. So the first one is just venison, which is deer, sea salt, and black pepper. That's really tender beef jerky, not super dry. That's good. Yeah, so I would definitely eat that venison one again. That was good. Next one up, this beef jalapeno, 100% grass-fed, and it is jalapeno flavored beef jerky. That has definitely got a kick to it. Again, like the venison, it's not super dry. It's definitely moist for jerky. It doesn't have the same kind of meat fiber texture that beef jerky normally has. It's almost like a pressed stick. I was gonna do the cranberry bison next, but I kind of want a little bit of a palate cleanser because that jalapeno one was so spicy. So next up, I'm just going to do the venison strip. And this is sea salt and pepper. This is more like beef jerky, whereas the other venison was also that kind of pressed meat. That's more traditional. They call it a strip. That's more traditional beef jerky. I think I like the other one a little more. Texture's a little easier to eat. A little more moist, but it's good. I don't know that I would have this venison strip again. All right, so I'm super excited to try this one. This is their Wagyu beef strip. That is really tender. So I've had Wagyu before. Once when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I did a Wagyu special. It's definitely, this is super tender, very flavorful. I wouldn't do the venison strip again, but I may do this Wagyu strip again. I like that. And it does, looking at it, it does have more fat. So this has 6 grams of fat, whereas the venison one only had 3 grams of fat. So twice the fat in this, but fat is flavor, and that's really good. All right, last one up. I'm excited to try this one. It is the most unique of them, and it's bison with cranberry. And even as I was pulling it out of the package, it kind of broke on me. So definitely tender, I can tell already just from how easily it fell apart. But this is bison and cranberry, very unique, very interesting. That is very good. The most moist of all of them, no surprise, there's a little bit of fruit in it. It stands out above the rest as something unique and different. So I like that. Let's see how many grams of carbs. It's got 8 grams of carbs, 6 grams of sugar. I'm not concerned about that stuff too much. 130 total calories. 8 grams of fat and 7 grams of protein. So probably the least protein of all of them, kind of as it goes as a ratio. But flavor-wise, this thing, it slaps. Very good. Of all of these, I would do this one again. So the jalapeno, this one, perhaps the first venison that I tried. Don't know that I would do the Wagyu and the venison strips. They were okay, but this I would do again for sure. All right, so that's it for the taste test. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the rest of these. Again, that's how I'm breaking my fast. Overall, I think it's around 450 calories for all 5 of these put together, maybe a little more. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish these off, have some water. I got some chores to do around the house, and then I will catch up with y'all here in a little bit when it is time to cook dinner. So if I have time, sometimes I'll thaw these out for a day before putting them in the sous vide, but if I'm pressed for time like I am tonight, it's about 3:45 right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop them in the sous vide frozen and just add an extra hour to the cook time just to make sure that they're done. So throwing some ribeyes in the sous vide. They're already seasoned before I vacuum sealed and froze them. So that's the plan. All right, so I finished pressure washing, or at least I pressure washed for about an hour and a half. I didn't get the whole thing done, but Carrie is home now and she's actually making some banana pudding to take to work tomorrow. I'm not gonna have a lot of that, but I am gonna have just a little bit to try it. What's the name of it, Carrie?
Not your mama's banana pudding.
So it's Not Your Mama's banana pudding, which has sweetened condensed milk and cream cheese and stuff in like the Cool Whip together. Absolutely delicious. I can say that I'm glad that she's taking it to work and it's not going to be here at the house. So that's all I'm going to have. Now I'm going to get ready to start making dinner. What are you doing, Charlotte?
Okay, like that. Or do we have
No,
to,
the whole thing.
The whole thing.
like with all the cookies, but it's not gonna fit. I'm gonna have to do it on top too.
No,
We're going to do just one layer.
And then you layer the bananas, and then the pudding, and then you do another layer of cookies, banana, pudding.
Banana pudding.
Michelle's last day.
Aww, we.
No, then you have to be done.
Mommy's got to take it to work so you can't lick your fingers. And some of her friends watch these videos,
Some.
but not most.
One. MJ. Shout out to MJ. Love you.
Love ya.
All right, so making changes to the dinner plans on the fly. I ended up having just a few more cookies and what was left over of the pudding. I probably had 3/4, maybe a full serving of banana pudding, but I know that's pretty high in carbs and sugar, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the potatoes for tonight. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and have an entire bag of that Caesar mix. I'm gonna have one bag, and then Carrie's gonna have half a bag and bring the other half for leftovers. So I'm gonna end up just doing the Caesar salad and the I think it's like 16 or 18 ounce ribeye for dinner, but I'm gonna go ahead and make that change on the fly. That's what life looks like around here. The dressing with that on the Target Caesar kit is probably one of the better Caesar kits that I have had, just because of the dressing. So all in all, of the Caesar kits, that the one from Target, the Good and Gather, is probably my favorite. So I'm gonna have this now. It's about 6:30. I'm gonna eat this, wait another 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then cook the steaks. That way this has time to kind of get in my stomach and I'm not eating all at once. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the salad now and then take the steaks out of the water here in a little bit and get those cooked. All right, so it's about 7:30 right now. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy what is about an 18 ounce ribeye. Took it out of the sous vide, patted it dry, finished it off in the cast iron skillet, just put a nice sear on that, added a little bit of butter to the pan. But I like finishing my day with something high in fat and protein like this ribeye, because it's going to prevent me from really wanting to snack later on tonight, because these things are so filling. I always feel full finishing my day with something that's high in fat and protein like this ribeye. So I've really enjoyed bringing you along with me today, and just again giving you an inside look of what I am up to. And again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, I'm just sharing my journey. It's been really fun bringing you along with me today. And if you want to see more of what I've been up to, I'm going to leave a playlist on the screen now, some more day in the life vlogs. Be sure to check that out. And remember, we're not looking to lose weight fast, we're looking to lose weight forever. Thanks again, and I will catch you in the next video.